titty, I'm with it, I got my 9 car. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game. Let's get it. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Damn, where she from? She foreign, she come from Bangkok. You can't beat me or see me, I'm on the radio, TV. Moving 30 with Smith and Wesson, my whip in a DE. Posted up on the corner, I'm keeping sex like a DE. Smoking labyrinth like Kiwi, frozen water, I Fiji. Circle phone with a split, I'm trapper down like Jeezy. Drop it bad like Breonna Taylor, she love me like Kiki. Honolulu, Waikiki, in Hawaii. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. Started in a rumor house. Popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. Ask my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. Ask my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't to please and she proceed to get on both knees. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanted deep throat bleed. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On a all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, that deal price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Don't get tagged hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. I got the juice, bitch, I got the juice. Flossing in a coupe on the block, like my name JB. Try me, I'ma shoot. Riding for him, push a button, drop the top, I got no roof. Back to back, I'm moving packs out, make them disappear like proof. I'm addicted to yellow diamonds, I'm frozen in every climate. Smoking exclusive is useless, looking but never find it. Foreign whip drip designer, 901 grit and grinding. Thick serve like Angel Mama, the murder ain't where you find me. Got no friends, got no consignments. Can't fly just to change the climate. Vacations on private islands, my feet keep back up reclining. That bitch, she from the islands, I fucked up for about an hour. Pulled up and took a shower. Drip it, don't need no stylist. Roll up smoking the loudest. Know for something Italian. My shooters stay ready. No Memphis niggas, they know for wildin'. Roll up smoking the loudest. Know for something Italian. My shooters stay ready. No Memphis niggas, they know for wildin'. Small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. Nanya, I don't know why we aren't seeing each other's notifications, damn it. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. As y'all know, I'm sure everyone knows, B. Nychole out the blue came on Mike's Live yesterday. And again, that has everybody up in arms. And I, for one, still don't understand why. We are the same people that run around and say, don't kill the messenger. And so this question is for everybody because I've heard this question. And I've also heard the other side say several times, well, she went to my ops. So here's my question for everybody out there. If she had went to Tasha K, would the story have changed? If she had went to Kevin Samuels, would the story have changed? If she had went to Tommy Sotomayor, DJ Vlad, Anybody else on here, would her story change? At this point, y'all just want to say it. He shouldn't have told the story, but y'all forget. The young lady came out and said, when I didn't go to your ops, when I didn't go to Trey, when I didn't go to Mike, I went on my own page. And when I did that, the Air Force was called and I was told that I was stalking and harassing. I don't know why everybody keeps ignoring that part. So when she did go out by herself, didn't matter, her story was still suppressed by a certain individual. I got a ceasefire with that individual. So I ain't talking negatively about that individual, nor am I making new videos about the individual. Ma'am, I've kept up my end of the bargain while you was on your lives talking about some. He said he wasn't going. I ain't made no new videos about you. I was on somebody else's panel. But again, I need y'all to answer that. Just people in the chat, could y'all tell me, would her story have changed if she had, let's just say she went on Cap show or she went on Regina, what you gonna use? If say she went on Nunya's show or Lali's show or Dalitha's show, all people who aren't beefing with PP or who aren't her ops, would the story change? Would y'all listen then? That's what I want to know. But as we know, I'm about to play some of this audio from what took place last night because I think it was very interesting. Mike, I think had you let her, I think you cut off a few too many times, Mike. She had a lot more to get out. You ain't let her get it out. But you okay? I feel you were trying to clear your name to say, hold up, I didn't do this. Let's go, y'all.
The same way the daughter came to me and said, "Don't drag my mama," because she felt like we were so close.
Oh,
and that's how we were.
Let me point out. I have to agree with that one thing Shelby said last night. You said that you were Mike. Now you said you were told by the daughter not to lay her mama out no more, and you kind of did drag her right after she was on your show. So I do have to give her props for pointing that out. You kind of did lay the lady out after you talked to her. Me, on the other hand, I've been calling her by her name since I told her I wasn't gonna drag her no more. So I could see concerns on that end. Again, I'm fair. I ain't got no allegiance to nobody. It's just me and Joy. So I can call shit out and people can be mad at me if they want to. Let's go.
Do I miss that talking to her every day? Yeah. Will I ever fuck with her again? No. I just think that was really, I thought that was really just nasty and low down. Okay. What up, Nychole? Nychole, you got to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hey, Nychole, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing? How everybody doing?
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Everybody.
Hold on just a minute, because I got my daughter here. We both gonna speak.
Okay. Now, I wanted to hit a lot of different subjects tonight. Now that Nychole's up here, and Nychole is my niece. I adopted her as my niece. She called.
Yeah, that's a bit weird too, but I digress. That's how you and your ex sis got into this situation. Stop claiming people, nigga. That ain't your. You not related to her. Just say you her friend, or do like me. I'm her management. Just say you her management or some shit. Don't say this your niece, cause then that takes everybody back to the mindset of you and her mama being brother and sister. You gotta pick a side, sir. You gotta pick a side. If you pop in, I drop the link for you too, Mike.
Uncle. She go. So for all you bitches to say, watch out for Michael, we could have just debunked that. Did I ever try to reach out to you, Nychole?
No. So just to be clear, I was out of town and I saw the live. It popped up in my feed because when I met her, she was starting her YouTube, and so she used to talk about you a lot.
Matter of fact, let me tell y'all the exact video that she's talking about because she has sent it to me and referenced it. Let me see. It is called. Where is that motherfucker? Damn, it's a lot of messages. Um, 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 um. Dang it. Okay, that video is called "My Version of How I Met Shouty Once and for All." Then I'm done because I'm not gonna say her name. But yeah, it was done on February 24th, and if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me click the link. and I can tell y'all it was on Cooking with comedian Mike Allen. So it's 2 months ago, February 21st. That's the video that she's referencing that she saw Mike for the first time and reached out to him. All right. Damn it. Now, where's the old one? Okay.
And I used to see you
Right.
on the channel a lot. So when it popped up on my channel feed, not this past weekend, but last Saturday, I was out of town, and I saw the video where you.
Letitia, I see that too, but that's still kind of like in poor taste. It's in poor taste. I get it, but yeah, it's me personally, it's in poor taste.
We're speaking about me being a deadbeat, and you said some other stuff that I knew only she could tell
Okay,
you.
and let me interject 1 minute. When you did,
Why you stop her?
when you talk, I said I was sorry that you had to hear that from me. And your response was that wasn't the first time you heard that, right?
Oh yeah, she sent several messages to my family members that deal with me, and said that B is dead, that she mad at everybody because they want to deal with me.
Right.
But she introduced everybody to me, and that's why I wanted to come on here and clear up. Y'all got to think, like, yes, I'm adopted. I'm not a stalker. I have not been driving by her house. I don't blow her phone up. It was a point in time.
Now, keep in mind, everything she is addressing, she's addressing because she's heard management on their world tour the past week on everybody's panel saying what they could. Now, these guys have never met this woman. They've never had a conversation with this woman, yet they got all the bad stuff in the world to say about her. And she finally said, enough is enough. I've seen you niggas in my comment section. I've seen y'all in other people's comment section. I've seen y'all on other people's shows. I'm going to finally speak. I'm going to come up finally and say something live.
Where, yes, since I was a teenager, or since I was young, my adopted parents told me, your adopted mother left a note or a letter saying that she wanted you to be placed in a Christian home. And so I held on to that, and I used to talk to my friends about it in school. So when I was 16, I spoke to my parents and asked them how they would feel if I looked for my biological parents. They understood. Any adopted child is going to want to meet that, no matter how good you're being treated. I've been hearing all the comments, and I just want y'all to know, yes, I had a wonderful life. Nobody can replace my mother and my father that raised me. But I love the parents that raised me, and I have love for the parents that made me as well. So I wanted to meet them. I wanted to know, I don't know nothing about my medical history. I wanted to know who I look like. You know what I'm saying? So I had a friend call me and tell me that they lifted the seal on the records in the 80s, because when I looked, at 16, they told me all our records were sealed, and they couldn't give me any information. And so when I seen last Saturday what was being said, I'm just like, I don't understand. So I reached out to you, Mike, because I knew how close y'all was.
Right.
And I just wanted to know, like, did she tell you why she hates me so much? I do not understand.
And look,
when
Nychole,
she was excited.
Okay, Nychole, and I want to make this clear. How many times did I tell you no?
Damn it, Mike, you cut her off again to clear yourself. She was going to give up all the goods. We got to work on your interviewing skills, sir. We got to work on your interviewing skills.
That I said, when you said to me, the same way my mama reached out to her and sent her that picture to say, I know how close y'all are. That's the same thing you said to me. When you said, I just want you to tell my story, I said, it won't come right. They're going to look at it wrong, didn't I?
Right.
And
yeah,
then
you were
I got
that
back from it. And you said, please do not drag my mother. So I tried to do it nicely. But didn't I say no a couple of times?
Yeah, he said no several times. And I told him, I'm not here to be messy. I'm not here for clicks and views. Like, if you look at my channel.
At this point, Mike is doing his best to say, y'all got me fucked up. I wasn't evil. I wasn't wrong. I did what the girl said. And I think everybody keeps ignoring that too, because they keep saying, but what if, but she knew, yeah, and she also knows what she's gone through with the other person in question. So I don't think anybody can say she doesn't have a right to be mad. If she did go to him, so what? He didn't drag her when he did it. He simply put the story out as the daughter went. I mean, as the daughter wished. That's literally all he did. May have been her ops, but if she wanted get back, who can blame her? And we've heard her speak via her video and on Mike's panel and in comment section. But we've also seen the other person in question with these passive aggressive posts, sharing Reddit stories, saying they wish they had abortions and all this other stuff. And she still has to look at that. And I'm jumping the gun. I know y'all were there and y'all saw it, but the granddaughter came on the stream. And I saw people saying, oh, the granddaughter too young to be in that mess. But I'll say to y'all, was the granddaughter too young to be in that mess when the grandmother did videos with her on YouTube? Because the grandmother had her on YouTube. So she wasn't too young when the grandmother was in and everything was all good. But now that the daughter is the granddaughter, that's why I said my issue with this whole thing is that you involved kids. You involved people besides just you and the initial person. You now involved other people, and those other people now have memories of you. They want to know why they can't see you. She came on there last night and played her heart out to her grandmother, and the grandmother's response was to go live and call them a liar and all of that other stuff. And then she will sit up and say, I ain't do nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I've been on YouTube praising God. That's what my life is about. I'm not perfect, but that's what my life is about because I had a good life. But I love
let
my
me ask you
mother.
this question, Nychole. What do you, because people.
Cap, you know what, Cap? I have to agree with you. I believe this is the slow sector because I'm having to explain stuff that should be common sense at this point. Just like asking, I'm still trying to figure out how this story would be any different if she had went on DJ Vlad's show, and it's not and he ain't the ops. Vlad just would have had like 3 million people watching by now. That's the only difference. So for all the people that's saying this shouldn't have came on YouTube, well, y'all do realize people actually take these stories on nationally syndicated television shows where millions of people watch it instead of a couple thousand. Like, we got to stop with this now. Because she could have very well went on Maury. She could have went on Dr. Phil. She could have went on Dr. Ayana. She could have went to Gayle King. She could have went on Oprah. Come on now. There are several places. She could have went to it. Like, they do reality shows about this shit. And y'all are out here saying, well, why she bring it on YouTube? The same reason anybody goes public with their story, because they want to be heard.
They'd be up and said that you just want to drag your mother, and that's what you're doing, what you're doing.
Okay, so to be clear, I wanted Mike to tell me if she told him why she hates me. And then the way that I'm hearing whoever her management is, I heard it live, and they were, to me, what I gather is you're putting it out like she had a traumatic experience.
She's addressing what management's saying is you don't know what could have happened to her and all that. And then again, this is the daughter telling y'all, well, I ain't, from what I got from my mama, she ain't had no traumatic experience. She was just young. So everybody that keeps saying, we don't know if she was raped or if this happened or that happened or this and that and that and this, she's saying, nah, she just pretty much said she was young.
I don't like to use that word, but she had like a traumatic experience or something. From what she told me when I met her, like she had the choice. I reached out to her. I Googled her after I got my birth certificate, and I reached out. She had that choice then, and I'm speaking straight facts, so I can stand on this. I called the job, that the number that was listed. She said it wasn't her. I had already sent her a message to Facebook because I found her, and I was looking, and it looked like me, but I was like, she said it's not her. I was hurt, but I was gonna leave it alone. So then the next morning, y'all saw my channel and my story. I said, she messaged me and said, you said that, you know, you this is the information that was on your birth certificate. And I said, yeah. And I'm all about receipts. So I sent it to her. So you can see, like, I'm not crazy. I'm not somebody. I don't understand why anybody would do that anyway. But I sent it to her.
I got a question. Listen, you can answer me that. So
damn it, Mike, you cut off again. But keep in mind, she mentioned management because she's been seeing management on their world tour last week, hopping on everybody's panel, calling her crazy. How the fuck would they know if she's crazy or not? They haven't talked to this woman. They're simply going off one side of the equation. And management, if y'all are listening, when this story first came out a couple months ago, she told y'all, just like she told everybody else, Mike was lying. She ain't got no doubt. So anything she's told y'all now, y'all have to question, because she initially came out with, oh, he lying. That ain't never happened. He just trying to embarrass me. But y'all got the answers for everything. Remember, y'all was finna spill the tea the other day, but y'all couldn't because y'all didn't know. Y'all was gonna spill the tea, but when I asked y'all certain stuff, oh, we don't know about that. That's old. So that means I've been told some shit that y'all haven't even been told by y'all folks. The folks y'all say y'all know. The one that's told y'all this story, how y'all missing stuff that I don't know. But then that was a lie, though, because again, I pointed out prior to the day before, y'all had just pointed out, ain't she in the military? She gonna lose her job. That's information y'all got from that woman because y'all know it had happened before. We finna push play.
What is your look, now that you're telling your story, because you know this, see, if people, I was honest, I said, me, you were talking.
Nigga, how long is this question? See, that's why when you was on my show that night on the Make a Million show, I was like, bro, you got a 2-minute limit. You got a long ass question.
I said niece. It was like angel on one shoulder and a devil on another. Didn't I say that?
Oh yeah, and I told
said,
you
but I love her. I really, even though she's done me so wrong, I still wish her well. But what was your? Because as soon as you put up your video, I took mine down. So what was your goal to come to social media and do?
Well, can't nobody speak for me. Nobody knows the story but me and her.
Right.
I don't have a reason to lie. Nobody would know me if it wasn't for her. How can I find my
facts for the people in the back, the slow sector? Nobody, and Mike, that was towards you, is that it wasn't shade towards you, but she was just pointing out, had she not told you, bruh, when she went live, when she did her upload on her video, and that woman called her job, it would have ended there. Wouldn't nobody know. But because for some odd reason she decided to tell a nigga she met off Facebook her business, and now she's starting to do that with the new management. She constantly telling strangers her business. This is where we're at. So she could have kept her secret a secret had she not decided to tell a nigga she met off Facebook.
family if I just found my mother? So she had to introduce them to me. And so right. I'm hearing all these speculations, assumptions, and everything, but nobody can speak about that but the two people that was involved in it. I understand. I don't want my mother to be hurt, but I'm hurt too because I don't truly know what I did to her.
Okay.
And
Cap. Why does it matter who she told her story to, G? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't, if don't matter who she told it to, it's still her story, right? It could be like she went, I'll use your words. She went on a junkies panel, but the people that were listening weren't junkies, were they? So the message still got out. I don't see how it discredits it, because junkie or not, All I asked was tune the fuck in. Hell, I was on the panel. I was getting ready to drop down till she popped up. I'm like, well, I'm here for this clout chasing moment. Full disclosure, that's what I thought. I was like, well, I ain't going nowhere now. But yeah, us, the people that were watching, we ain't junkies. 3,000 people didn't seen it. So apparently the location doesn't mean crap because all these people have went to watch it. I get I get we just don't like them. That's cool, but just lead with that. Just say we don't like that nigga. Anywhere but that. We don't like him. But like the actual wherever she went, it don't change her story. Cause I repeat, had this woman went on Tasha K or anybody else, Armand and them, she could have went on. How about that? If she had went on August and Rello's show with this, would it be different? Would y'all would be saying, but August and Rello cool with your mama. How could you go there? So where could she actually have gone that everybody would have been cool with? Because we got to remember when she went on her own page, her job was called and said she was stalking and harassing, which apparently was proven not to be true because she ended up reposting the video. But it's just the fact that she had to go through all of that. And then on the meantime, the other lady goes live talking major crap and delete her videos because she don't want it to get back to her job. But she can call somebody else's job who didn't cuss her out, who didn't say anything mean about her, and try to ruin her career. Keep in mind, the military is not a regular job. That is a career. That lady's been in there 17 years now. That is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears most people don't understand and will never know. And she tried to take that for simply her telling her story. And all the people want to say now is it's where you went. How long has she been holding on to this story though, ladies and gentlemen?
Let me think.
I have a question. You did remember me and her were live on Thanksgiving, right?
Did this nigga stop her again?
But nobody can't speak about that but the two people that was involved in it. I understand. I don't want my mother to be hurt, but I'm hurt too because I don't truly know what I did to her.
Okay.
And let me think.
I have a question. You did remember me and her were live on Thanksgiving, right? And when you were there, because your family invited you, right?
Oh yeah.
So what was your thought? Look, hold on. What was your thought?
Nigga, she wanted to start answering one of the questions, and you did this compound ass sentence question. Mike, we gotta take you to interview school, sir. Hit me up, G. I got you.
She came back and did the whole video of they tried to ambush her because you knew that was about you. So what was your thought? Because you was there. And I know what she said to me, but what was your thoughts on that?
I just don't understand. I told my family when they invited me that I needed to make sure it wasn't gonna be no issues, and I told them y'all need to let her know. And so my aunt, this is what she don't know. I told them, I called them that morning. They said she never shows up. She hadn't been there the last few years. I said, well, this could be the year, and I don't want no issues. I'm not trying to hurt her or shock her or surprise. I'm not trying to do nothing like that. And so I said, y'all need to tell her. So my aunt and her mother, my aunt told her mother, and my aunt tried to call her, and then her mother was trying to call her from what I was told, and she didn't answer. She was baking that cake. And so we got there. Everybody was excited and happy to see me, and we just so happened to leave 5 minutes before she pulled up. And so when they told me
because I made her late.
Well, I'm glad because I don't want no issues like that. Yes, everybody want to know what is your goal, what is your reason. At the end of the day, I'm here because I believe in the power of God, and I'm here because I want to tell the true story. I believe the truth will set you free. She needs to sit in this and understand you've been lying to the world, not me. But I'm not dead and I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to stalk you or make you have a relationship, but I'm still praying that my mother will find that love she had when we first met and come back and we can make this right. I will forgive her any day. That's why I want y'all to drag her.
I gotta say this. The one thing you and I agree on, because you said that's not my mother. And what did I say? That's not the one I know. I told you, what I said to you, me and your mother were closer than I was closer to her than my own sister. And I'm gonna tell you that. We talked about you when she told me that.
Nigga, nobody wants to hear about you.
Because one day, because you kept asking me, do you know why we fell out? I said, I don't know. All I know is one day, I said, how is your daughter doing? I don't want to talk about her. And she never.
Why you ask her that out the blue, Mike? See, this is the question I want to ask, but it wasn't my damn show. Like, when did Mike hear about this? Like, at what point of their relationship was Mike told this by his ex-sister? This question I want to know. I also got questions because I've been hearing day management run around talking about, well, she moved 5 minutes away and all of that. These questions I asked. I've had access to the woman and I ain't asked these questions because I pretty much just listen to it and give advice on shit that she asks. I don't ask. I haven't been nosy. It's like when she said that she got the copyright strike, that's when I was like, hit me up on IG so I could tell her how to re-edit it and beat it so she could put it up, which she did. But that's what I'm there for. But I haven't actually asked her any questions about this situation. Everything I know, she's volunteered.
Explained it to me. And she said, don't talk about it no more. And I didn't. I didn't know what it was. All I know, she said, well, every time she asked for money, I gave her money. And I left it alone.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Now, this is the part where I just fell the fuck out of my chair and said, wow. Y'all, let me let y'all hear it.
I'm not like that. I made a life for myself and I'm good. I'm not like that. I'm not here for handout. I don't need nothing. Okay? She gave me $20 for my birthday. That was the first birthday we ever had together.
$20 for 37, 38 years worth of mixed birthdays. $20. 20.
And other than that, she ain't gave me no money. I don't need her money. I told her that. I just want love. I don't need no money.
So how are you, Rico and Ashley? Because those are your sister and brother.
I love my sister and brother, but I do understand that she raised them and their loyalty is with her. And I don't have a problem with that. I believe one day, we have never had no bad word. They told me that they love me when I did talk to them and that I'm their blood sister. And we left it at that. So,
now,
I don't know
if you heard MoneyBoy Trey say a lot of things to get people going, but I listened to him one time saying,
I mean that shit, sir. It ain't get people going. It's because that's what I mean at the time. I could change my mind a few minutes later, but at the time, that's how I feel.
He said what tripped him out the most. In your video, she said, what you want me to do, take you to Chuck E. Cheese? We thought that was so disrespectful. What did you think of that?
Yeah, that really bothered me because I just feel like, that's sarcasm, but I was just asking, can we spend one Saturday a month? Can we spend a day together? Because, you don't do that with your other children because you raised them.
Right.
But I'm coming into your life. We don't have to make appointments. We don't have to go through no other parents or nothing. I'm almost 40. So I was just thinking, like, to get to know each other, we like to do some of the same things. Let's hang out and spend time together. We can't make up for the past, but we could start where we were at.
Right. And my thing is this. You and I both said, you said that's not the Phyllis you know. And I said, I just saw another totally different Phyllis. Like, it just switched so abruptly on me to where I was just so shocked. Just like, I'm going to tell you, it's a pattern. And that's why so much more training before the two queens.
Oh my God.
Just Mike, like when she was down there with Rico and his now wife.
It ain't about
they were doing a video and she asked me, she said, she introduced me to Rico's wife, and Rico's wife was like, "Who you look like, Billy D?" I was
Well,
like, "Girl,
fuck it. Since he making it about him, let me make it about me for a second. Cause I saw management in somebody in Cap's chat last night talking about Trey struck somebody. And as I said in the chat, there is not a person in the world that could say Trey struck them. In fact, even after Joy and I got struck, management, this how shitty y'all are at being management. Yeah, y'all client has a video up from Joy Chit Chat's channel where I'm on there and Joy's on there, and we're interviewing PP about how it's different from being in the corporate sector and on YouTube. That video is still up on y'all channel, and you bitches ain't got a strike for it. I'm sorry, I had to get y'all one time just because you niggas is still in the chat popping y'all shit. So if a nigga wanted to strike y'all, I could have gave her a strike the same fucking day she gave me one. Enjoy. Or any day after that, because it's our content and we could have played dirty. But we don't do that shit. If you think I'm lying, go on her channel and find the fucking video. You'll find Joy Chit Chat up there, me, PP at the bottom, all live faces up there. It's a live video on her channel that she got directly from Joy's shit. But we don't strike, gentlemen.
reach it." But she said, "Make her YouTube of the week." I said, "Okay." Now, by the time PP got home, I called her and said, "What's the girl's channel again, so I can make her YouTube of the week?" She said, "Fuck that bitch." I said, "What happened?" And she did not explain it. So if you study, I don't know what it was. I don't know if that's why he didn't invite her to the wedding.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying it's a pattern.
Okay.
So MoneyBoy Trey, MoneyBoy, can you hear me? You got to unmute yourself.
Like,
MoneyBoy.
I ain't saying nothing. Say my
Hold on. Oh, let me unmute. MoneyBoy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So look, let me say this to you. You say you do stuff on the. I do stuff strategically too. I knew when I made amends with you, eventually it would be a problem, right? We both that way.
This
I knew
not about
once
us.
I said, "You know what? I cut y'all out first."
This ain't got nothing to do with us.
I didn't know how long it was gonna take, and I looked up. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little moist when y'all got into it. I ain't gonna lie.
Pause.
I didn't know it was going to be a problem, but I knew people were going to talk about it.
Right.
But I didn't know it was going to be a problem with anyone.
It shocked me because I didn't know. Look, I knew when I made amends because, like I said I did cuss you out first, and even when the boy said, "Bitch, she didn't care about y'all." Yes.
But Nanya, am I really her op? We've been into it like 8 days, and I ain't said nothing in the past 3 to 4. Are we really ops? Because I made a few videos. I guess. But yeah, I don't understand that whole logic of she's just trying to spin the narrative that it matters where she went. But that's why it's a nigga like me to say, well, no, you keep saying she went to your ops. Well, ma'am, when she went to her own channel with no ops knew about, you called her job. Don't forget to add that in there when you telling that story. You called her job when it was just her on her channel, and she didn't have that many subs.
She gave y'all up. I knew it already, but when it did happen, but I must say this to you. You have said a lot of things when you said, because Nychole also said, my daughter loves her. And when you said, well, there's kids brought into it now, I got that. So what do you feel now? Are you willing to make amends?
Mike, we're going to grade this interview. At the end of this, we are going to grade this interview, sir. Right now, on my scorecard, you at a C- because you did too much talking. You may be able to improve your grade depending on if you ask a great question or not. But right now, I got you at a C-, sir.
PP?
3 times is the charm, sir. I'm willing to do what I said the other day and not make no new videos. 3 times is enough. We ain't got to talk no more. It's all good.
And see, look, me and you different. For me, it's 1 time because when people say I got a video of you crying,
oh no, they forgot to hit the like button. Let me
but if you have video, if you take me in a conversation way before we ever
my
got
man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gonna fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Yeah, see, I don't actually tell people to hit the like. I have another nigga say it for me, so yeah, hit the like he said. Listen to
makes
him.
me wonder. That's what you were thinking already. This last straw for me, you know, I won't even mention her name. But when my mother, if I had not heard you say, if I had to look at your video and you said that she said my mama gave it to her, even when I asked my mama for it, MoneyBoy. So you know, I just knew she was gonna say no. She said yes, I did, and I cussed that bitch out.
I be bringing the truth out here, gentlemen. I be bringing the truth, gentlemen and ladies. And to clarify, I didn't cry 1 time when my rent got took. I moved on with my life.
So look, MoneyBoy, what did you feel? Wait, MoneyBoy, what did you feel about? Because I listened to your live and the 2 queens was on there. First of all, let me tell you this. I'm a gay guy, but I laugh.
Nigga, why is we talking about this?
I'm eating feces. I like this nigga right here.
Heidi said that. I just have to remind them. I know. I just got to remind them that their best friend Heidi said that about them. Those weren't my words. Those were Heidi's words towards them.
Okay, so look, this is what I want to say. What did you think when they said, bitch, that's why they gave up the risk, because you didn't give a fuck about shit. And PP ain't never been part of the state game.
I didn't give a fuck. Like, come on now, Mike. Have I ever?
And I just gotta ask, did George Chit Chat and I ever come out and make a video or say anything about us losing wrenches or that of the sort? This didn't happen. So I don't know why those gentlemen keep saying she didn't give a fuck about y'all. I knew that lady for 7 months. I don't give a fuck. Literally, I don't. I have the. And Mike says he have the gift of goodbye, and it's a running joke because we know he be full of shit. But like, I don't give a damn. I'm not crying about this woman. I ain't missing her. I ain't wishing she would go back to normal. None of that. Life goes on. Just like any other person that I met, had a YouTube relationship with, and kept it moving. This shit really isn't that complicated.
Hey, have I ever seemed like I cared about somebody not like me? In fact, one of the things she thought she could shame me on was saying, I like when people dislike me. I said it publicly, so everybody heard it. You didn't have to repeat it. I know this. Gets me off when people hate me. I mean,
well, look, I can say this publicly. You said some good shit about me. My thing is this. This is what I feel. As a content creator, when you going at somebody, y'all go at each other. You make up shit and you tell the truth about some shit. And I laugh, but I'm telling you, you can ask Coco B. I said, you know what? Watch this. I'm fit to go to MoneyBoy Trey, enjoy your chat.
Nigga!
Because I started the damn thing first, right? I knew then.
Mike, you do realize, like, this is like 5 minutes she could have been giving us juicy stuff that we'd never heard before. Don't nobody give a damn about what you talking about because they lived it when I did it. They was there for the debacle between you and me. They was there. This is something new. That's why we got to take you to interview school.
To watch the effect of this. I did not know, though, that y'all would get
No, Anaya, it's okay. I see the minus. I was about to say. Well, see, y'all get to grade him too. It's B. I got him on my scorecard at a C minus. Hopefully, he can redeem himself. I don't kind of remember what was going on during this lab, so he may end up with an F. I don't know yet.
Class for coming on my panel.
I didn't live it. I had no idea.
Okay, now let me tell you another thing. I didn't watch True Hurt's thing, but do you think? I think you
That's
answered this question the same way my mama reached out to Phyllis to say, "Look, um, Michael got into it with my grandson. Blah blah blah. Can you talk to him?" And she trusted her because it was the same way Nychole reached out to me and said, "My mama will listen to you." What do you think? Do you think that me talking about the culture was different than my mother sending that picture and Phyllis betraying my mother?
See,
Because
Mike,
my mother called her.
Mike, don't nobody give a damn about that picture being sent, and I got to give it to Shelby again. Shelby asked a great question. Shelby said, your mom had to have known when she sent that picture that you and the other lady weren't in a good space. So why would she think it was a good idea to send that picture? I'm in that mind, Frank. I just can't imagine. My mama ain't gonna talk to none of you niggas off the internet. She gonna be like, who is this? And then hang up. You got the wrong number. She's not talking to any of you niggas. So I couldn't imagine my mom doing it, whether it was to make some shit right or not. Well, my mom ain't gonna get in my business like that anyway to reach out to try to make no shit right. So that is a very valid question. Why did she do that? I think you and your mom should have some more conversation about that, because I don't know. I don't know about that, G. Like, I still don't understand why she would send it to her. Because again, at that time, you was her op. So your mama still kind of went behind Joe, whether she was saying talk to you. Like, she didn't have to send that picture to say talk to your brother. He going through some shit. She could have just simply texted, hey, your brother going through some shit. Call him. He needs you right now. I definitely, Shelby did make that point last night. I gotta give her credit for that.
Names.
But don't nobody care about that damn picture. I broke that shit months ago. Good God, I put all types of different captions and words and shit on that, and men on the side, and said who did it. Don't nobody give a fuck about that picture now. That's old news. We want to hear what she got to say. She ran this motherfucker like, what pictures he talking about?
No, there's no difference. And I just have to point out, had PP not told her business to you, we wouldn't be here. Just like had she not told me that had them not told me that she said that your mama sent it, we wouldn't be here with that either.
Because look, if you had MoneyBoy, I gotta say this. If you had never saw it, I would have never said it was my mama. And she didn't do it out of maliciousness the same way I did not. I could have drugged PP. I think you know some of the same stuff I know that Nychole told me. And so I tried to approach that video. I was not screaming. I was not yelling. People came in there and said I was dirty. I was malicious. Same people that tried to Google the daughter came in there. I said, oh, you bitches got morals now. Me and Nychole talked for quite a while. And look, let me make this clear. Nychole is my niece that can sing her ass off. I'm going to always be her uncle. I feel that. But I felt like what I did was totally different than what I asked my mom. And I thank you, because if I had not, listen, I don't like Shelby, but I blame Shelby. I thought Boy Scout Captain had her under his wing. I knew that Coco didn't do it. I knew that
Oh, God.
and other two people were
Are
Shelby.
we
My
still
mama.
talking about this
I was
picture?
not gonna blame my mama, but my mama in there with a catheter in that hospital bed. I said, yes, and I cussed that bitch out. So why didn't that? See, live in your truth. Why didn't you say, but Mama Michael mad at me? Because I am her son.
Gang.
Miss Lee.
Hey, when you get done, Mike, let me say something real quick when you get done.
Thank you. She had to be like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Let me talk. Mike, now, sir, after hearing her have to say, let me interject, sir. Sir, I gotta move you to a D plus. You at a D plus now, cause the interview we had to be like, yo, I'm getting interviewed. Can I talk? D plus, Mike. Don't clap back at me, sir.
Cause I gotta
Okay.
go.
Okay, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say two things. One, my daughter is here, and she wanted to send a message to her
Okay,
grandmother.
yes. Let's listen to the baby.
Well, I love Pete. She's nice. She's cool. It's just, I just don't like how she is with my mom. Because it was no reason for what, like, my mom didn't do anything. My mom was trying to get to know her mother. She had a good vibe when we had first met her. And then she just, like, turned on us. Like, it was weird to me because we didn't do anything. I was upset.
Okay, so that's her message, and I just want to put this out here. One of my aunties on my father's side, I just seen in the comments. Yes, I know who he is, but I didn't get to meet him because he passed away, and that hurt me.
Wait, did you try to meet him? Wait, did you try to meet him before he passed away?
I didn't get to meet him because I was trying to connect with my mother first, and she asked me not to reach out to that side of the family, so she wanted to go slow. So to honor her wishes, I said, okay, well, I'll get to know you. But then she changed her mind, I guess, somewhere in there, and then he died before I was able to meet him. However, I found out that I have been around his family my whole life because my adopted parents were music people as well. And so I met that side of the family. One of my aunties is in the chat room right now, and she can speak to the fact that nothing was done from...
Y'all gotta stop being so hard on CMA. He's a legendary cook and comedian. He's not an interviewer. He's learning this. Jeez, y'all are a tough crowd out there. God.
We know what we told. His sister is in the chat room right now, Aunt Pat, and she can put out there.
I don't know that if this is a light skin one. I'm gonna tell you, it is. I'm just being honest. On that Thanksgiving video, PP was next to the light skin auntie, her light skin auntie, and she was so nice. And she talked to me and said I can't stand her. So to see that stuff behind the scenes, to be that phony, it bothered me. It was her mama's sister. And for her to say, I don't like her, I said, but you just took a video. See, I'm not phony like that.
Cap, I am not putting it on the screen.
My whole issue is, when you did that with my mama, I tried to approach it with your daughter from a non-biased thing, but I know, I know the way that you react, because you could be on video talking about I love you, and then tell me I can't stand her. Or even like when Kiki would leave.
I've never gotten a I can't stand her comment from her. So that's something unique to straight up her and Mike. All I've ever gotten is I have no ill feelings towards her. I continue to pray for her. I don't hate her. I just want to know why on some things. And her wanting to know why isn't even the why did you give me away? She wants to know what she did to make the relationship stop for the second time. That's the main question she has. And she heard the lady last night say on her live that she knows why we stopped talking. No, she doesn't. That's why she said as much on the live that you went live about. So since you said she knows, how about, since you're going to keep passively aggressively talking about it, how about you tell us what actually happened? But you ain't gonna do that, because then she'll be, whether it's true, depending on if you tell the truth, she'll be able to come right back outside and say if it happened or not.
Hey, you shouldn't like who?
Her mama's sister, the light skin. Oh, if you look on that Thanksgiving video,
we don't even know.
What's her name? Do you know?
I don't even know.
Why you bring it up there, nigga?
It's your mama's auntie.
Sir, if you cannot cite your sources or the people you talking about, shouldn't bring it up, because now it's a guessing game. Now everybody is thrown off trying to figure out who this light-skinned auntie is now that nobody knows the name of. She don't. D-, sir. D-.
And she was, yeah. So, okay, how do you feel about her telling her mother not to speak to you?
Yeah, that hurt me deep too. Cause I mean, my parents were older that adopted me, so I didn't get to meet grandparents on that side. So when I met and found out that my grandmother was still living, of course, I want to meet her and spend time too. You know, that's generations. But I mean, it is what it is. That's her wishes, you know. So
I'll tell you this, Nychole. Everything happens for a reason. You're right where you're
right,
supposed to be. You're right where you're supposed to be. And I will always be your uncle. And the reason I say that, when people, this is the funny part, when people say, beware, a comedian Michael Allen. I've shown you, I could have said, no, I'm not going to do it unless I interview you, right? Do I call you and try to tell you, don't do this, don't do that?
No.
And do that. I love it. I'm not in it for that. And so the beware shit kills me when it comes to people. Because even you said, they was like, even one person said, allegedly. They be the same. Most of them got problems. What I say? Most of them don't like your mom. Didn't I say that?
You said it, but let me say, Miss Anaya, I see your comment. It is two people hurting, but the other person that's hurting, I just can't let y'all keep making her a victim because I know the truth. We talk. She's not, there was nothing done to her that she didn't want to do because she told me that out of her mouth. And so for her to turn on me, like I said, if she had said
out of her mouth, there was no graping, sexual assault, no trauma or nothing like that. None whatsoever. She said, she told me. So everybody that keeps saying, we don't know what happened, she does. She just said it. And she's not even upset about it. What upset her the most was hearing her tell Mike that she dead to me. Her reason for coming out was, well, hey, I haven't told anybody all of this. For him to know all of this, she had to have told him. She had to have told him about Thanksgiving because I didn't tell anyone.
I don't want to deal with, I can't deal with my past. This happened, cool. Or if she just said, no, I don't accept it. I don't, you were adopted for a reason. I would have been good. But you don't spend months with me and we, introduce me to everybody.
So you never asked, do you know the situation? Was it something dramatic that made her give you up? Have you ever known that?
Not from what I was told, no.
Nigga, she was getting into that when you stopped her. Mike, I gotta take you. Lucinda corrected me. I have to take you to journalism school, sir. But no, this is interview school. This is interview 101. This is interview. It's a give and take process. You give a question, then you shut the fuck up and let them talk. Now, if they get long-winded, then you redirect. But you pretty much let them talk because that's what they're there for. That's what we always glued there for. We was like, ooh, she hit the link. Wow. You had an exclusive. And you didn't get you could have gotten more out of it. That's all I'll say. You could have got way more out of it than you did.
Okay, let me answer this question. So you think you're wrong for blaming Shelby when it really was your mother? Let me speak. Did you hear me just say, even before I did this live, I don't like the video Shelby did on me. She's young, impressionable. But I did say, you know what? My bad. That I did think it was you. I have no problem saying that. Okay. You up here, Naya? Is something you want to say, Naya?
I'm like, my comment, as far as, the issues that's what's going on is crazy.
And let me just say, my initial takes on what I believe Anaya initially came up there like, I'm gonna keep it real, champ. I feel like you was taking up for the lady, not be Nychole. I feel like you were taking up for the other lady. That was my initial assessment of it.
Because it's embracing YouTube. And you know what? I get it. You want to tell your story and everything like that, but a lot of people on YouTube are trolls. They use this situation for bad, and they don't really know like both sides. They can hear one side and hear one side. So that's why I always say
telling her
for both sides.
Okay, but Anaya,
hold on. Let me say this, Anaya, that's true. But I'm not on here bashing her. I didn't say nothing for a long time. But it's hard to see somebody out here speaking about you being dead and saying these nasty things and making people think. And I'm alive and well, so I got to stand up for me if nobody else is gonna do it, and everybody wondering, well, why this, why that. I don't lie. I can tell you the truth. I was only here to
and that's the thing, and that's what I'm speaking on, because people was in the chat and they're asking, well, what happened? What was the circumstances on why she gave her up? Why did she abandon her? That's the thing. That's something.
Let me say that. I knew when I did the video.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't judge her for giving her up, just like I don't judge women who've had abortions. Hell, I've paid for a couple of them motherfuckers, so I'm the last person to judge. My issue is you were away scot-free. You had the choice to reconnect or keep on living your life, and you chose to reconnect. And when not only reconnecting, did you affect that person's life that had been looking for you. You met your grandkids, you introduced them to other family. So you affected a whole bunch of other lives. And hell, see, I even got questions about that. Like, did the family know that she was pregnant and had an adoption? Like, did the family know? Had the family ever been looking for this? Did they not know? Was PP hidden in the house while she was pregnant? I got a whole bunch of motherfucking questions that I ain't asked myself. I want to know shit too. But because I'm not a nosy person, I have not asked this woman these things.
Brooke reached out to me. Well, my niece reached out to me and said, I think you
Sir, that is not your niece.
The first thing I said, I ain't gonna talk
that is a bit weird.
But listening to it, I got it. It's hard. I think she's better than me. When you look at her video and say, if I see you, like, I didn't even notice. Nychole said she was in one of the chats that I was on, and she said, I love you, mama, or something. And Phyllis went off. I didn't know that. It's hard. It's hard. She's better than me.
Well, Robbie, I'm her management. I don't think she's getting tangled in a web because, again, she reached out to him. She knew the history. And even though knowing the history, she was like, hell, I still think that she will listen to you. Even though knowing the history, she still said, I think that you will be able to get my message to her because I've been cut off. I've been blocked on all social media, and I don't know why. But yeah, as her management, I don't think she knows exactly what she's doing because, again, she asked it. Now, keep in mind, she asked him to do it. She showed up in his chat. She showed up on his live. She's also saw the Truth Hurts panels, the Local Libras panels, the Heidi's panels. She's seen it all. She saw the live from last night. So she sees these things and she chose to go where she wanted to. And they also, for the people that are saying, well, you went to the ops. Well, apparently the ops, me and Mike were the only ones covering this. If somebody else decides to cover this, she may hit y'all link. I'm just saying, but nobody else is covering it. So why not go to the two places that are covering it? And she's not went on my show. She's been in my chat, but she hadn't come on my show. That was the first time she ever popped up on an actual show and spoke.
Wait, Phyllis said you a motherfucking fan. That's why I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
That is so hard. So, and that's cold-hearted. So,
right. But I'm not here. I'm not here to make a look bad.
I hate when somebody say let something go. Unless it's happening to you, you can't say that.
Oh no, you can never let nothing like that go. You can never, and just like as a mother, like as her mother, that. Like she didn't want to know who her mom is. She want to know who her background is and everything like that. I was speaking on the comments that was in the chat. And that's what I was.
Because
okay.
Nychole,
Well, I respect what you're saying,
Some people as a whole, like they don't know what happened from the beginning.
Nychole, you say the reason
the mama says she didn't listen to her mom, and this is what happens when you don't listen to your mom. But ma'am, you weren't her mom. You actually weren't. Why would you expect her to listen to you and she don't know you? Now, had y'all gotten it, never mind. I said I wasn't gonna do any speaking negatively or make new videos, and so I'm keeping to the topic, which is that young lady popping up.
Wait, Nychole, you said the reason they unsealed your record was because of medical reasons, right?
Yeah, the governor lifted the seal because so many people adopted in the 80s that didn't know medical background. So that's why it was lifted. I mean, I want to say this. I'm at the point now that I got to meet her. I'm happy I got to meet her. All this is happening. It's all bad right now. But if ever the time came, I will forgive her and love her and be there for her. But I have a problem with you.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Okay, go ahead, baby.
I have an issue with you not wanting to deal with me, but trying to cuss my entire other family out and not let them deal with me. Right. You're saying that's your family. That's my family too.
Robert Teresa. I'm gonna skip that back to and go into it. But Robert Teresa, yeah, that does happen in black families, but we can't just overlook the millions and millions and millions of black kids that are aborted. So abortion is a thing that actually happened. And again, I'm not one of those people that it happens. It's normal. Like when I was in high school, there were so many kids that, like, most of my best friends stayed in a group home. And I didn't know until I became an adult what a group home was. They were foster kids in a group setting. They were all foster kids staying in one home. Most of my best friends were, I had no idea. But this is a reality that we all face. So again, I'm not giving a child up for adoption. I ain't judging you for that. Having an abortion, having 17 abortions, not judging you for that. Don't care.
Family too that I've been looking for all my life, and that's not fair for you to do that to them. All this is happening.
Still, your record was because of medical reasons, right?
Yeah, the governor lifted the seal because so many people adopted in the 80s that didn't know medical background. So that's why it was lifted. I mean, I want to say this. I'm at the point now that I got to meet her. I'm happy I got to meet her. All this is happening. It's all bad right now. But if ever the time came, I will forgive her and love her and be there for her. But I have a problem with you. Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
She said, hold up, nigga, I got something to say, Kanye. Why was you trying to Kanye her? Let Taylor Swift talk, sir. Jeez, interviewer. There is never supposed to be a point in the interview where your interviewee is saying, let me say something. Sir, your job is to ask the question, not talk.
I have an issue with you not wanting to deal with me, but trying to cuss my entire other family out and not let them deal with me. Right. You're saying that's your family. That's my family too that I've been looking for all my life, and that's not fair for you to do that to them. They're not going to speak because they love you. I love you too, but I'm going to stand up. I'm your child. I'm just like you.
Can I play devil's advocate? Let me play devil's advocate.
No.
Wait, do you think you doing this, has it did more hurt? Because look, if you on here, and we've talked about this, do you think this will make her push her further away, or make her by saying, look, I'm here? Do you think that will bring y'all closer, or is this a wrap?
I'm trusting God that He's gonna turn this situation around, and that's all I can do. Right. That's all I can do. Hey, read the comment. My aunt is on here.
Don't turn it around.
I don't have no
I'm
heart.
hoping that
Aunt said, I'm Patricia, Brooke's aunt. I am behind Brooke. My brother didn't do anything to PP she didn't want him to do. So that is the aunt taking up for her nephew saying, no, you ain't gonna be out here saying any grape or anything like that took place. So there's that. And then that also kind of, because even on that video that she sent me and told me she watched, because that was one of the videos, she was like, well, Mike was lying. I ain't talked to that nigga before that. And like she heard the incest part, and that was part of that to dispel, because that is on the dad's side, and was like, yeah, it's not the same family, so there was no incest. Because on that video, Mike was like, your cousin, your daughter is your cousin, or some shit like that. So that dispels that notion. There was no traumatic events or anything like that. They was just young and fucking.
I'm waiting for real.
I'm ready and waiting.
And I get that, like she wants answers, like she wants answers from her mom, and I get that. And I feel bad for her, like I really do. Like I feel bad because she's like she wants love. It's not attention. It's not money. She wants love. She wants love.
I want to know, how can I make it right?
Her daughter.
How can I make it right? That's all.
And she's still saying, all I want to know from her is, how can I make it right? I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I want to make it right. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. She's taking all the blame, even though she's the victim in this situation. Oh, it gets better because she gets emotional on this thing. And then you go to the other lady's channel and her management in there talking about, oh, she fake crying and all of this and all of that. And again, ma'am, your management should have told you to shut the fuck up. If you want this to go away, shut the fuck up and tell them to stop talking. Because as you heard on this video, she's saying she's heard these niggas running around constantly talking about this shit. Y'all keeping the story alive.
I want to know, like, what did I do? How can I make it right? But I'm not going to call her. I'm not going to go by her house. I see her sometimes. We live that close. But I'm not going to acknowledge her. You know, my aunt is in the chat. She put a comment up. If you read.
We live that close. I see her sometimes, and I don't acknowledge her. Does that sound like a stalker? You stay that close to your grandbabies and your daughter. Dramatic effect.
Okay.
I got family.
Let me read it. It said, I am Patricia Brooke, auntie, and I'm behind Brooke. My brother didn't do anything to PP. She didn't want him to. So this your father's sister?
That's my dad's sister. He was the baby brother.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Patricia. Hey, auntie.
So that's your aunt on your dad's side?
Nicole, I really pray that you find whatever answers you find, and I pray that like you can really get all the answers that you need. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I get it. Like you want to know where you've come from, and you've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? To know who your aunties is and your uncles and everything like that. You was blessed to have a family. You was adopted to a family that loved you so much. And I pray that you find peace. I really.
Nadia, I need that 30 delete, see? That's what I was trying to tell y'all last night, but YouTube hating on us.
Wait, Nadia, what I told you? And look, what's your friend name? The nurse. What's the name of the nurse?
Nurse Natural. Shout out to Natasha. That's
love her. Listen, I said this. It's two things that I said. People think that I want to do this. I always tell Brooke, I still love Philly Phil. I can never trust her again, but I love her. And I wish her well. But I said to Brooke, sometimes you got to find closure within yourself. It's not going to come from the person you wanted to. And then I also said this, when her friend was in there, had her back. I said, but look at it this way. You would have never met her if you had not. Didn't I say that, bro?
Okay, you said that, and my aunt said she need to stop lying. She's not the victim. My aunt been around her for a long time. Okay, nobody is lying on her. We don't have to do that.
But
okay,
my thing is this. So, wait, this is my thing.
And this is just even though I'm beefing with people, I always give them friendly advice. And this is my friendly advice. Yeah, so warning comes before destruction. You got Aunt Patricia popping up. You got your daughter popping up. Oh, there's another uncle that's out there too. That I don't know which side of the family he's on, but there's an uncle out there that's willing to back her. I think he may be on your side of the family, young lady, that I'm not going to speak. I think he's on your side of the family. So yeah, you may want to just be quiet before you have an uproar going on that you didn't plan on with all this passive aggressive shit that you're doing, because she has people backing her and all you got is two niggas that you don't know. Ain't nobody from your family coming out taking up for you. It's just two niggas that you don't know. So you may want to stop that. If you care anything about the little piece of image that you got left, you may want to just stop. That's just my friendly advice to you.
It's two sides to every story. I don't know. She's never told me. But to be that cold-hearted, something traumatic had to happen for her to say, I don't want to relive that part of my life.
Nope. Some people are just mean.
I don't know. That's not for me to speak on.
But listen to this. My mother and my father both had issues when I was born. And I could say that they kept me. And I went through it. I love my mother to this day. What's hard for me is a maternal instinct. You have women that have broke up with the daddy, or the daddy did, and you look at your child and that child looks just like the daddy, and you be like, God damn it. But you have to get through that. I was telling Nychole, I think it's
nigga. This ain't got shit to do with nothing. Because again, you're at this point judging her for the initial adoption, and that's something I can't do. People do it all the time, just like people having an abortion. Hell, I actually give the people that have adoptions more credit, because at least you're not killing the child. We know what abortion is. We have millions of them that don't get to tell their story, that don't live. There would not be a Barack Obama had he been aborted. And there are several other great people in history that are adopted that wouldn't have a chance to be who they were had they been aborted. So I got to criticize you on this part of the interview again, because this ain't got shit to do with what's going on. And it's almost like you judging the woman for the initial adoption, which I've never done, even since I've been her op, quote unquote.
Listen, Mike, the only thing I can say, there's nothing traumatic happened, okay? The only thing I can say is like any other person. This could be really easy. This is simple in my eyes. She was too young, or she wanted to go to college. My mother is smart and educated and all of that. So she had dreams. She wanted to go to college. She had some goals. She was too young to have me. So she put me up for adoption. Who cares? I don't care about that. Let's move on. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
If you could just own that, and we'll be good.
Look, MoneyBoy Trey said this in his video. MoneyBoy Trey said this in his video.
She know, nigga.
Nothing wrong. Nobody is saying it was wrong to give up. We're not talking about adoption.
We're not saying that.
But you just tried to when you brought in your parents and said what your parents went through and all of that, and they were young and they kept you. So you literally just tried to do that.
What we're talking about is the after thing. My thing, I agree with MoneyBoy Trey on this, is, like you said, she did videos with your daughter. Your daughter got, first of all, shout out to her, which is her daughter is beautiful and very mature. I get it. Because Nychole said, Nychole had to stop her from doing the video. And MoneyBoy Trey said,
Oh yeah.
when you bring in the kid, that's the problem. Ain't nobody saying that PP was wrong for, if you couldn't handle it, I know a lot of people that gave kids up for adoption. That's not the issue. It's like, I would actually just not say nothing instead of going hard, and like the video that was up the other day, that you should do abortions instead of adoption. That shows the meanness in you.
But see, Mike,
she posted that.
I'm stronger. Yeah. I'm stronger.
See, I had no idea she posted it, and I'm like, this lady just won't learn. Why would you say something like that? Because again, had you just not told Mike, we wouldn't be here. That's the easiest solution. You want to go back and say you should have aborted it. Well, you couldn't change the abortion, but you know what you could have done? You could have not told Mike. You don't want people to know your secrets. Stop telling your business to strangers. And ma'am, I gotta keep pointing out, you met them niggas that's now your management 2 months after Joy and I. So Joy and I had known you about 7 months. That means these niggas have known you about 5. Joy and I ain't never asked you about your business. The business that I told about Tommy being married, I didn't ask him that. That nigga told me that shit when we was outside smoking. I ain't never asked you nothing in your fucking business. So I have none of your business to tell other than that. Had that nigga not told me that, I don't know none of your fucking business. So the world would not know your business if you would stop telling strangers. And if your nigga would stop talking. And if your management would stop talking. It's a real simple solution. Shut the fuck up.
No, I know that hurt people, so that don't bother me really no more, because I just turn to God and pray. This is gonna be all right, and I'm hoping that y'all can witness the power of God.
My man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like, or we gonna fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I know that she don't mean that, or she would have did it.
Hey, look,
she don't mean that.
Look, Nychole, say that. Most of the time we talk, it don't even be about your mama do it. Do it be about us? No. It's about God and the Bible and trying to change.
Yeah, I don't know what you done did out here in these YouTube streets before me, but the person I've been talking to, he's saved.
Wait,
so I don't know.
Anaya, my niece said this to me. She said, look, I don't know what you do. Everybody's about warning me against you. But when her and I talk, it's really not about people most of the time. It's about her finding peace and her telling me how I'm changing to be who I am. I'm telling you, I knew I lost 28 subscribers. And I told her that.
Nigga.
I knew they would take me the wrong way. And I didn't want to do it. But
I asked him to do it.
Right. And you said that in the chat, Nychole. Like you said that.
Gabe, I'm glad you said that because I want to clear that up because I remember everything. I just didn't have a chance to address it. So this young man said that they let people up on their panel to talk about us. Sir, pointed out the only nigga that's ever came on my show and talked about you was Gabe. And you know why Gabe did that? Because one day you were on my show and as you were leaving, you said, fuck Gabe, and you left. So the next time we went live, because Gabe's State Gang, I'm like, oh, no, they ain't just going to get the last word. They shot up on you. Shoot your shot. Gabe simply came back the next time I was live and did the same shit you did. So, sir, there ain't nobody sitting up on the panel talking about you. When all of us were on good terms, wasn't nobody up here talking about you. And again, as I pointed out, you told, since everything is out on the table, you once came to Joy and I and said that y'all didn't like Urban and Gabe. And we were like, why? And y'all response was their voices. Nothing else that they did to you, just their voices. We ain't tell these folk that shit, but you came out and you let it be known that you ain't like Gabe when you said fuck him, and he responded back in kind. I don't, y'all niggas, y'all run around here saying, "Oh, we're young, we're young." It shows. Y'all niggas acting like y'all a few years removed from high school. Who runs around saying I don't like somebody because of their voice? Not that they did anything to me, not that they said anything to me, not that I disagree with them philosophically or anything of that nature. I just don't like his voice. That's y'all grown men. Say I lie, gentlemen. And y'all brought this out the other day saying I let people talk about y'all on the panel. That's the only instance I can think of. Because who else done been on my panel to talk about y'all? Who? But I forgot. You niggas just like to blurt shit out in hopes that y'all will get people to not like me. And I keep telling you dumb motherfuckers, I like it when people don't like me. Because niggas like y'all that don't like me can't stop watching. Y'all are now on this world tour saying how much y'all didn't support me, y'all didn't like me, but y'all were constantly in my inbox asking me to help y'all. Y'all were constantly sending me money and cash apps and shit. And then your retort to that is, oh, he gave us a rinse. We ain't never give y'all a rinse. I think it's a known fact that I give anybody a goddamn wrench. If you come on my show and have a good conversation with you, you get a wrench. Sub for Sub even had a wrench on my channel for a day until I bumped it to Truth Hurts Inflection. They was like, yo. And I told them, and they was like, oh, okay, we get it. But that bitch is a little crazy, so you might want to check into that. So it's a no. This is what I do. You niggas ain't special. I give everybody a wrench. It's kind of that's just how I do. I'm glad y'all felt special though, but still, I gave y'all a wrench. Y'all gave me money. Y'all gave me compliments. All of that. You're a good rapper. That's fire. You killed that song. You're smart. All of that. Play back where I've complimented you niggas. Show a cash app. Show a super chat. Show any of that. Because once I fell out with y'all the first time, I was like, yeah, I'm good with them. I ain't got no beef with them, but I don't trust them niggas. That's why y'all talk to Joy more than me. Because I said, yeah, that's y'all female talk. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? People know. But I want to say to you, Nychole, I want to first of all thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you within everything that you have endured in life, all of the knockdowns and the get ups. I appreciate that. And I can respect you so much for that. And I pray that you find peace. I pray that you know what I'm saying, make amends with your mom after all of this is over with, because, you know what I'm saying, life is short. And I get where you coming from, trust me.
Please, y'all make sure y'all please go and subscribe, because she asked me last night / this morning, how do I share stuff on my community wall like y'all? And I told her she got to have 500 subs. She's like 200 subscribers away. So if you aren't subscribed, please go subscribe to her channel. It is pinned at the beginning of the community. So it's pinned in the comment section, because prior to contrary belief, her channel is not made of nothing but her mom's stories. She does other stuff, and she's trying to do other stuff as well. So let's help her at least get to that. Let's support her and let's help her get a community wall so that she can be able to type out some things like her passive aggressive counterpart is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, look, like, we got Kicking It with Lynn up here.
Hey, Miss Lynn.
Hey,
Kicking It
with
Lynn.
Hey, y'all.
Listen, hi. I invited Kicking It with Lynn up here, and the reason I did, out of all the content creators on YouTube, I think Kicking It with Lynn is one of the realest people I know.
Question.
She's one that will call me, and I hate people that disagree with me for no reason. And she's one of those people like, maybe they look at it this way. What is your take on all this Kicking It with Lynn? What is your take?
Solid. I think it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, when people give up a child for adoption, they do it for many reasons. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what PP's reason is, but honestly, you know, not trying to be funny to anybody on the panel, I just think that YouTube really wasn't the place for it. I understand that, you know,
And see, I'm glad she said that. Again, it wasn't my show, so it wasn't my place to be up there trying to disagree and make a spectacle. But why is YouTube not the place for it? And YouTube is the place for everything. Like right now, everybody's running around talking about some lady named Prissy P's ultrasound. YouTube is the place. Like, do we not forget Meg Thee Stallion was just on Gayle King? Like, are we gonna say Gayle King wasn't the place for that story? The women that did the surviving R. Kelly, are we gonna say Gayle King wasn't the place for that story? We have to stop it. It may make us uncomfortable, but in the real world, stories like this are told everywhere. YouTube, tabloids, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Why is YouTube the wrong place? I think a lot of people are saying it's the wrong place simply because they know one of the parties in question. But as I said last night when I was asked on the show, the party in question has herself has also broke stories of what's going on in people's lives and in people's families. So she didn't have a problem with it when it was other people's families and she was breaking the story like on Sweetie Pies or the Chunk Chuck nigga and what was going on with his white girlfriend. She had no problem breaking that story. That was their family. But when it's hers, it's like we off limits. Can't do that. It's like the same way. My family come out and say some shit. I can't be like, this the wrong place. I've done it to other people, so I can't say nothing when it's done to me. I understand the game. I'm not gonna cry about it. But I also know my family ain't fucking with none of you people. Y'all can try. Y'all ain't gonna get nobody to come out and talk no shit about me. It's not gonna happen. We rock different in Memphis.
Young lady, beautiful young lady, said that, you know, she was trying to get her medical background and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the people with the family that you met, you know, you probably could have, you know, because
okay, but
nobody knows, you know what.
Let me ask you this. You have to put yourself. So say that you were adopted, right?
I am adopted. I am adopted.
Wait, okay. Oh, you are? Okay.
I am adopted. My grandparents.
Okay. So now look at this. You reach out
but
to
that's different.
Wait.
That's different. That's different.
Okay.
They're still in the family.
Wait.
They're still in the family, but my mother wasn't there.
Okay, listen.
I understand that.
Well, Miss Lynn, it sounds like your situation was like a lot of black people where they just got dropped off at their grandma's house and never picked up. And mama come back every blue moon. She come back every couple months and throw grandma a couple of dollars and say hey to you and take you to the store and get candy and shit. But yeah, that's a typical thing. A lot of us got dropped off at grandma's house and just stayed there forever. I don't think that's not an actual adoption story because your mama could still get your mama on the phone when she needed her to.
But kicking it will in, listen to this. The reason why I've been to, I understand why she did what she did. You know who your mother is. Y'all have a little relationship. Y'all it don't work out. Now,
you ain't shit.
And look, you're lucky. And
I'm a Leo looking at it.
Right.
I can't tell
that's hurtful.
Not to go. So
yeah, that's hurtful. But
that part.
That's hurtful. But this lady says she's a child of God. You know what I'm saying? So when you are a child of God, you don't have to worry about her. You just have to continue focusing and walking in your journey and doing what it is that you do.
That is false. There are a lot of children of God that still have issues with the shit that goes on in the human realm. Like, nobody is perfect. I'm not religious at all, but I know for a fact that Miss Lynn, you're a child of God. You still worry about stuff that goes on in the world and in your life. So I think it's a bit disingenuous because I've been seeing that a lot. There's even a Felicia Hall running around saying, "You a child of God, yeah, you're a child of God as well. So why you feel the need to talk instead of letting God handle it? Like you're trying to shut her down, saying if she believe in God, she should let Him handle it, but you feel the need to speak. So if God led you to speak, take that same approach and say God led her to speak too. It's amazing when we want to pop up and say what God does. And that is my huge problem with religion. Because as I was saying the other day, when people were talking about it was on Truth Hurts panel, she made a great comment about people need to take accountability. And I'm like, well, whoa, 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 whoa. As much as Christians blame the devil for the shit that goes bad in their lives, when is the accountability being taken? I digress.
He didn't bring you this far to leave you. You found her, but she for whatever reason she rejected you. God was still gonna turn it around. Sometimes you just have to sit back and be patient and wait. For whatever reason, because whatever she got going on, that's what she got going on.
Right.
You know, maybe later on down the road, God will be working on her. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta give her time and her space, and you just continue to do you. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to be the great person you are.
And the daughter is ready to speak again after she done been through like 17 minutes of shit that ain't had nothing to do with her story. She's ready to speak again.
That's understood, and that's what I was doing. Somebody told, because I wanted to make a video a while back when I was angry, okay? And so I left it alone because I have a lot of praying people around me. When I get weak, I'm not perfect. I get weak.
Right,
so I chose not to come on YouTube and do this because I didn't want to do that to her. But when you out here painting a picture that you didn't have me, and I see you praising Ash and Rico, and me and my brother, we doing the same thing. That is hurtful because I didn't have you and I still made it. I've been serving for 17 years. So when I see you praising them, and I was with you for a few months, and you know what I'm saying, I felt like we was bonding, and then I see you turn on me and you doing all that, and then you saying that I'm dead to you and I'm a deadbeat and all this and that. That's why I spoke out, because I wanted Mike to tell me, why does she hate me? What did she say? That's why. I didn't come to YouTube just to go crazy on her. I would never do that. And I've been speaking the same thing since day one. So, ma'am, I respect what you're saying, and I understand it, but everybody's situation is different. Right. I was going to leave it alone because I had the rest of her family. But when they get messages often, you cussing them out and blaming them because you introduced us. That's wrong. And I'm for right. And so I said, I'm going to speak up because she's mad at me. But she won't call me. She won't talk to me. You tried to get me kicked out the military off a lie. I'm telling the truth.
Let me play it for the people in the back. So for the people that said, why she go to the ops? Because when she went to her own channel, she tried to get her kicked out the military, tried to make her lose her career. You already abandoned the woman, and then you want her to lose her career? That's why people are saying you're cold, heartless, and you're going to hell. I don't agree with the going to hell assessment because that's a bit harsh for just being cold and heartless. It's not a sin. But you get why you're getting this ire that you're getting, ma'am.
I'll speak up because she's mad at me, but she won't call me. She won't talk to me. You tried to get me kicked out the military off a lie. I'm telling the truth.
Lucinda, my most high, I am the most high, ma'am. The God is in me. I am a reflection of God. I am made in God's image, right? I can do things greater than he, right? So that is my most high, but I ain't gonna get into that right now. But yes, I am the most high. I create life. I created 4 kids. God created life. He said, let there be life. All of that good stuff. We ain't doing all the mythological shit that he does, but I actually created life. I'm raising these lives. I'm teaching them. I'm giving them all the tools they'll need to go into the world and raise their own families. That's the most high to me, but you know, everybody doesn't see it that way.
Hateful. I worked hard for my career without you.
Kicked out the military. I'm sorry,
them,
I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
You called these people and made them think that I was harassing you. That's wrong, and I'm speaking right to you. That's dirty. You don't do people like that.
Right, that's right.
And at this point, she's reliving the fact that her mother, same lady that gave her up, called her job and said she's stalking and harassing her and tried to get her career taken away from her. For you people that are in the military, a dishonorable well, y'all ain't got to be in the military. Y'all have heard about a dishonorable discharge. It's like a scarlet letter. That's a black stain that follows you everywhere. And that is what she tried to give this woman. A woman who served proudly for her country for 17 years. And these gentlemen are in the chat saying her crying was fake and all of that. Now, ma'am, you've been on record saying that you can't stop nobody from saying that you couldn't kick them off because y'all shared the stream, even though we've seen you and Mike end each other's lives several times. Both of y'all were on there. One of y'all would end the live. We heard you say that. Are you meaning to tell me you couldn't stop them? You couldn't block them niggas from typing that fuck shit in your chat last night. See, this is where it gets real. I ain't making no new videos on you, but I still got to point out the fuck shit that you allow because you keep going around saying you can't control shit. Yet, we know for a fact that you could have stopped these niggas. You could have timed them out. You could have hid them, could have blocked them, could have deleted their comments. You could have took their wrench. You did none. You let them exasperate the situation. And you said nothing. And then if 1,000 videos are made on you today, you're going to be sitting, I don't know why they did that. I don't do anything. I never did. Find one video where I said anything about them. Somebody won't hear that shit. You are guilty to put, like, if this was a criminal situation, ma'am, you would be an accessory. And not after the fact, nigga. You was an accessory beforehand. You culpable. You guilty. You roll with what them niggas said every single time. And then you double down and say, that's your management.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
I got to go, y'all.
Don't cry. Please don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Please don't cry. I'm sorry that happened.
You gotta think about it. She's been listening to her quote unquote management run around on all these panels repeating what she's told them. And even that part that she just told, I was told not to say it, but when I heard them on somebody's panel the other day, I was typing it in the chat like, so y'all gonna act like she didn't do this to this woman and they ain't know nothing about that. They said, oh, that's old. But prior to that, they were on the show bragging, talking about, ain't she in the military, she gonna lose her job.
Wow, that's wrong. They're coming for somebody's livelihood. You can't hate a person that.
I didn't even know that.
Somebody that
you can't hate a person that you are going to lose their livelihood. Especially they got kids to raise.
That's why I'm saying that. If I did that video out of Malibu.
Great point, Miss Lynn. Like, this lady has a husband and kids, and you tried to make her lose her career. I need y'all to think. You know what? I think I'm going to end the live on that note. B. Nychole has a husband and kids, and this lady who invited them back into her life called the Air Force and tried to make her lose her career. I'm out, y'all.
Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, started in a rumor house, popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. Ask my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. Ask my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't to please and she proceed to get on both knees. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanted deep throat please. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On an all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, got deal, price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Don't get tagged hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip. I got the juice, bitch, I got the juice, flossing in a coupe, on the block, like my name JB, try me, I'ma shoot, riding for him, push a button, drop the top, I got no roof, back to back, I'm moving packs out, make them disappear like poof, I'm addicted to yellow diamonds, I'm frozen in every climate, smoking exclusive is useless, looking good, never find it, foreign whip drip designer, 901 grit and grinding, thick serve like Angel Mama, the murder ain't where you find me, got no friends, got no consignments, can't fly just to change the climate, vacations on private islands, my feet keep back up reclining, that bitch she from the islands, I fucked up for about an hour, pulled up and took a shower, drip it, don't need no stylist, roll up smoking the loudest, low for something Italian, my shooters stay ready, no Memphis niggas, they know for wildin', roll up smoking the loudest, low for something Italian, my shooters stay ready, no Memphis niggas, they know for wildin'. Small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip.